I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by friends at Gameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less.
World's Fair 1893. This game is a set collection game. So what you do on your turn is you place a cube on one of these 5 spots. Of the different colors, you're visiting a different attraction at the World's Fair. When you place that cube, so that's agriculture. When you place that cube, you take the cards in front of that color, and you place them in front of you, and you'll stack the like cards together. Then if you have previously gotten any of these people, you do those actions. Or I guess you don't take the cards yet. You place your cube, do the actions, then pull the cards. And then if you get any tickets, midway tickets, you move this track up, and that is going to determine when we go to the scoring phase. Every time this track gets back to the bottom, we score. And then we move to the next round. There are 3 rounds of scoring, and you want to be able to score. So you want to have the majority of your cubes on one of these colors, or lots of the colors, so that you can turn in these cards to get these tokens in order to turn them in for points at the end of the game. So, simplicity versus complexity.
I think this is actually kind of a complex game for how contained it is, because there are so many things standing between you and victory. And I'm not just talking about your other opponents, but it's so removed. I need to get certain cards, so I got 2 green cards. To be able to score these are worth nothing in and of themselves. To score them, I need to turn them in for these green tokens. Those green tokens will then be scored as a set for the amount of tokens you get that are different. If you get all 5 different, you get 15 points. So for every set of 5 different tokens, 15 points. But then if I only get a set of 3, it'd be 15, 15, then plus 6. So I get 36 points for having 2 sets of 5 and then a set of 3, all different. Then, to turn those in at all, though, to turn these in to get these green tokens, I have to be either first or second place on this green spot, and with my cubes. And people can take that over with these action cards that say place an extra cube, move a cube somewhere else. And so there is so much going on in this game, and it's so far removed from what you're doing. You're like, wait a second, I already have enough cards. Now I need to get the majority of my cubes here, except that this track is advancing quickly. You gotta watch out. People are taking midway tickets because they can see that they're in the lead and it's time to rush game end. So I think this is a pretty complicated game.
Yeah, so when I said this is a simple set collection, and then I started explaining, and I thought, oh, right, there's this thing too, and there's this thing, which we didn't even get into. We've touched on most of it in the game. So that being said, I wouldn't say it's a super complex game compared to other games that we barely even touch the rules when we do that explanation. So, but it is going to be a medium weight game because there is, like Tom said, you're far removed. Sometimes you go to spot. No, this is strategy. Just kidding. I'll talk about it later if I remember. But yeah, so I think it's a little bit more complex than it gives, but still pretty graspable after your first couple of turns. Luck versus strategy.
As you refill these spots, you're going to take a card and put it where you went, and then 2 to the left. Unless they're full, then you'd bypass those. And what comes out? Well, 3 midway tickets just came out right now. So, and there's a bunch of other things that could have been instead of midway tickets. And so, like, them's the breaks. It's kind of lucky. You wanted to get one of those cool characters, didn't come out. That's what are you going to do? So there's luck. However, this game, I don't know that I've ever won it. And I feel like that's because somebody had a better strategy than me every single time. And did you win every time?
I don't know.
So
I like to think so.
When we played 2-player, but I'm saying when we played with 4 people.
I know, but I like to think so.
My point being, the people with a better strategy are going to win this game. So there is a strategic element that you can't ignore.
Yes. I was going to say, sometimes you're forced to go here. So I have tons of yellows, but there's no cards in front of yellow. But I still want to go there so make sure I get that so I can turn those in. So there's definitely strategy in this game. And not necessarily winning in that sense. I don't know if that would win me the game, but yeah, there is strategy. Do you put your cube where you need more cubes, or do you put your cube where you want the cards? Right? And so it's super tricky, and then your strategy can get messed up like that, because you forget that person has 2 cards that are going to mess you up. They're going to move your cube, and they're going to put theirs. So now they have a 2-point lead where you had a 2-point lead. So, yeah. So it is a lot of luck in that sense, or just other people's strategy. Fun versus boring. I find this game fun. I find trying to figure out how to do that fun. Tom just did some, like... I find this game fun. I find the ability to decide what strategy you're going to pursue. Are you going to try to collect a bunch of cards and then in the last round try to have the majority? Or as you go have the majority, try to get a bunch of these people and just hope that helps you get the majority in where you have a lot of cards. It's a fun game.
Yeah, I enjoy how it's tactical. I really like the fact that because things will come out randomly, you're like, ooh, I had a plan, but I probably better change that if I'm going to get any blue cards at all. Or if I even have to care about blue cards. But I should try to stop that guy because it looks like he's in the lead and he's getting a bunch of blue, so I probably better at least tie him and make it so he gets fewer and whatnot. There's a tactical element to this game that I really enjoy. I'd say on the Board Game Geek rating system, I would go with an 8 out of 10.
I would go with an 8 out of 10 as well. There is also some tension. So when you play this game, with more players especially, I'm like, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. So I've had to stop looking at the board.
Oh, I know.
I'm just like, oh, they're going to go there. Inevitably, they're going to go there, and I really want that. Anyways, so there is that in this game. So, World's Fair, 1893. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.